What's up, people of the internet land? I am back after a 2-month hiatus. It does feel a little bit weird to be back. So thank you very much for my subscribers for still subscribing to my channel even though I have gone on a 2-month hiatus. And in those 2 months, I have upgraded my equipment. And now on to the good stuff. This is a very special build today because this is the very first subscriber build on this channel. The first of many. And in addition to making this a very special build, this is a person who is a friend of mine and he has never had a gaming PC before. So this is a great entrance to the gaming world. So today we are building the ideal $1,100 gaming PC. So I'm going to be going over the parts list before we go over to the build montage and then the conclusion. So all of these prices are going to be based on the Amazon.com on the USD currency. And you can find these items in the link below. So for the first part on the list is the Ryzen 5 3600 Non-X. And the reason why I chose this processor is because it is currently the undisputed budget king for gaming CPUs. For 6 cores and 12 threads for $174.99, it is unmatched. And a bonus, it comes with a cooler. And for the motherboard, we are going for the ASRock B450 Mini ITX. The reason I chose this is because it seems to be the most budget-friendly build that is compatible with the Ryzen 3000 processors. And it is also going to fit in with the case that we are going to be using. And for the graphics card, we are going for the XFX Thick Pro 2 5500 XT 8GB. And the reason why I chose the 5500 XT over the RX 580 or the RX 570, even though they can be found for a lower price, I believe the newer architecture found on the 5500 XT is going to be more future-proof. And I believe the new gaming consoles and the new games coming out going forward will be coded better with the new RDNA architecture. And for the power supply, we are going with the RM650X by Corsair. This is a 650 watt PSU, gold rated. And the reason why I chose this is because this is one of the best price to performance PSUs I can find on Amazon.com. And for the case, we are going with the legendary H210i. And the reason why I chose this case is because it does come with an RGB strip and it does come with a hub to control your fans and your lights should you choose to do so. And a bonus, the side is tempered glass. And for storage, we are going for the ADATA XPG SX 8200 Pro 1TB. The reason why I chose this storage is because it is the best price to the storage capacity and performance as well. And for the RAM, we're going with 32 gigabytes of Trident Z by G.Skill. This is the RGB model, and this is also the Cast Lane C16 model. And the last item on the list is the NZXT M22 all-in-one liquid cooler. And the reason why I chose this AIO is because of the great price and the performance you get out of it. And not to mention, it's very compact, and this is a very compact build. So if you add all of it up, it is about $125. So I would give it about a plus or minus few dollars here and there, depending on when you choose to buy your parts and when you stumble upon this video. All right, with that out of the way, let's get to the fun part. Let's start the build montage. Okay, overall building this computer is a pleasant experience. This is the first time that I am using this AIO, and it has impressed me with the performance so far. This is also the first time that I'm building with the H210i, and I've only heard good things about it before this. And now I have become a really big fan of this case because installing the components is really easy and the cable management is very generous. Overall, the build quality is really good and the fitment is perfect. The graphics card and the motherboard fits in perfectly without having to force anything. There are two caveats that I want to point out if you're using this motherboard with this case. So with this build, I'm using the ASRock B450 Gaming ITX motherboard with this H210i case. The first caveat that you should pay attention to is this motherboard only has one USB 2.0 header, which means that you can only use an AIO if, for example, you're using this one or the hub. So you have to choose between one or the other. And in my case, I used the hub for the AIO. I overcame the limitation of skipping the hub and I used the plug from the lights to plug in directly to the motherboard. However, it is not completely compatible. I had to do a modification. I do encourage you to read up on how to do that because that does come with risks. The second caveat that I want to go over is the motherboard does not come with a USB-C header, so the USB-C port on this case is not used. And before I wrap up, I want to say thank you, Louis, for allowing me to build this PC for you. I do hope you enjoy this build for years to come. So if you like what you're seeing today, please hit the like and subscribe button. It will help me tremendously so I can keep on doing what I am doing by bringing videos like this to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.